The Big House Smash Melee and Ultimate Online event canceled following Nintendo cease and desist order. Mm-hmm. So, the Big N is at it again. Mm-hmm. They have canceled culture.
Oh man, what the hell?
Nintendo be hitting people with the band hammer mad hard.
Well, that's what Nintendo does, man. Listen, all right. I have a hard time understanding why they did such a thing, because this was it's a Smash Brothers tournament that they were just bringing back to get people back from the pandemic, and it was like the first thing they announced. And it's Melee, but obviously the Melee that they're playing is online, and Melee's not online.
Right.
So they use hacked versions.
Modders made it.
Yeah, it's a modded version of it. So it's not really the actual game. So I can understand maybe Nintendo will be like, we don't want to push this because it's not the game that we made.
Right.
So I can understand maybe there. They put, was it Slippy?
Yeah.
From Star Fox in it?
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Oh,
wow. Why?
I don't know, but that's a character they added in there.
That's funny.
It's a modded version. They did it because they added the net code or whatever.
They had net code in it. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And for the community, it's the only thing helping and bringing that community together.
And it's better than Nintendo's online.
I mean, but the thing is, they're trying to put Nintendo's name on it, kind of, sort of, but they're not using Nintendo's product. So I kind of see where Nintendo's coming from.
What's the
I
modder?
can see there, but not really, because they're running their own tournament. I can understand because they're making money off the tournament.
Right.
That Nintendo's like, don't make money without property, and it's
But
not
they're not
really
even
ours.
using.
But I've never seen anyone go after like a tournament made anywhere else that's not affiliated with them. Obviously, Nintendo's not affiliated with it, so what should they care?
And it's an old game.
Of what happens? And they're like, oh, is this going to hurt sales?
And you know that all
of the
those
new
people, everybody in the tournament, all the people that are running the tournament,
They're diehards.
they all own every freaking Nintendo.
They're
game.
diehard fans.
So it's not like there's
Yeah.
no
It's
law
it's more
against.
of a
All right. It's like this because Melee. I'm tired of hearing Melee brought up. All
but
the
there's a
time.
huge community.
No,
for it.
that's why I'm tired of hearing it brought up, and I'll tell you why it's so huge. There is so many. Melee is broken. Okay, Melee. If you thought Ultimate or Wii U version was cheap or broken, no, Melee was the original Smash Brothers game that is broken. This is
There
why
might be fixes though,
this is why everyone loves it so much.
and
It's
this might be fixed though, because
I
it's
fucking
hacked.
Well, it's a
doubt
modded.
it.
It's a modded version, so they
Melee was so flawed. If you tell me that game is fixed, that it's actually fair,
I like to try it.
I would like to see how that game. Just let it go, guys.
You know what though?
Hold on a sec. Let Melee go. That shit is old now. All right, we're moving on. We're moving on. Nintendo's like, listen, this community needs to stop because you know what? If this gets steam and everyone's like, yo, blah blah blah, they're gonna be like, let's get a Melee remake. No, Melee will not be remade.
It's been
okay,
remade by the fans.
you know, it's enough of this. It's stupid because this
But
is
do
the
you
same
think-
spoiled
Ultimate-
community.
real quick.
Ultimate's all you need.
This is
All
the
you need is
same
Ultimate.
spoiled community that doesn't get the characters they want, that rant and rave online, and they put them in the old games, and they're not in the new game. So it's like, all right, if you guys want to have your own tournaments and have fun with it, okay, that's cool and everything. But it's like, just let it go. It's Melee. This shit's old, dude.
Yeah, but Nintendo got involved and they cease and desist. They stopped it. Now, my question is, do you think they would have done that if, let's say it was a charity tournament and Nintendo did that?
They wouldn't have stopped the charity tournament.
Would they?
I don't think
I
they
just don't
would.
understand why.
It's on the same guidelines though. I mean, it's their property.
I'm telling you.
They're not making money from it. It's you know what I mean? Like
It's like it's like the Mario 64 thing. Remember that guy who made Mario 64 for the PC? It looked good. It looked better than the one that they came out with. That's why they stopped it. They're like, nah, you made it better than we did.
Exactly.
Fuck that shit.
But do you
we
think
gotta
they're
stop
making,
that shit.
Do you think they're making a Melee online?
I don't think so, but
Right.
people
I
are
don't
gonna
think
start.
so.
No, people are gonna start to ask for it, and they're gonna be like, "No, that's not gonna happen." So
I mean,
stop
they might-
asking for
well-
it, because the Melee community is huge.
An online version of Melee might. It's not off the plate.
They get man, listen, let it go.
It's not.
Listen,
like,
the only
I'm just
reason-
trying to understand why
Emerald
Nintendo
just made
would,
an excellent point. He
would
said,
want it to be gone.
man's talking about letting Melee go, but yet this is a retro game channel.
Listen, let it. It's different with Smash, though, man. It's
yo, you
different
just
with
contradicted
Smash.
yourself. He
Nah,
he
listen,
called you
listen.
on
Put your foot all the way down.
Let me defend myself.
I'm listening.
Not
Here we go.
everything we do is retro. All right, we're talking about fighting
PS5
games.
though.
Wait,
What
wait,
just happened?
wait. PS5. We talking about PS5? Ain't nobody got PS5 right now.
Yeah, no.
What just happened? What just happened?
Listen, if anyone is playing Smash Brothers, okay, the thing with Smash Brothers is the combat and everything evolves as time goes on. All right, the first one had its problems. Melee, the second one, had its issues because some of the characters were broken.
People find the brokenness all the time.
The games evolve as time goes on, and what they got now has less broken characters. Why you want to go back to a time where characters are broken so people could just cheat online all the time? We have enough of those motherfuckers nowadays anyway.
But do you think Nintendo is right for canceling the tournament?
It depends.
What do you think that they see? What do you think
I get it.
But what do they get out of stopping that?
So they stop. They before the
Cease
fire
and desist.
before the fire gets out of control. They're like,
But what would it do, though?
because they're gonna be like, I want Melee online. I want this more Melee, more
It's
Melee.
already out there, though.
More Melee, but everyone always wants more Melee.
but
This
check it
has
out,
been
though.
going on for years.
Let me ask a question. But Ultimate, all right, this tournament features Ultimate as well, not just
Yeah,
Melee,
that was
right?
there.
How does it? All right, how
They
does it
canceled
feature-
both of them.
All right, but the Ultimate is not using the.
No, that's the real game.
That's
That's
the
why they
real
said
game,
why
right.
Nintendo canceled that.
See, that's
Yeah, don't cancel
Listen,
it. The Ultimate makes
yeah,
no
that makes
sense.
no
That
sense.
makes
This is-
zero
that's
sense.
the thing. It's like
I'm against that completely.
This is similar to when Nintendo tried to remember when people were doing Let's Plays or whatever Nintendo
Yeah, yeah,
gave.
yeah.
You can have a sound effect play, and Nintendo was like, "No, striking everything. We're striking." You couldn't do that shit, and that was a big backlash.
They learned, though. So
Exactly.
maybe they'll get backlash.
But
from
now it's like they learned, and then they did good, and now what the fuck are they doing now?
that. Well, I
It's
just
like-
think that they wanted to just write the whole community off because of stuff.
right.
Maybe
Well,
they
also-
just don't want anything to
well, also,
happen.
I
Smash
think if
community's
they-
got problems.
Well,
Which is
also I wanted to
possible.
say
Yeah,
that
it's
if
got
they were
problems.
gonna, let's say they got the cease and desist, what if the person said, "Listen, all the proceeds goes to Nintendo," you think they still would do that?
I wouldn't know.
Good question.
That's why I don't know
That's
why.
my question.
I just
That's
don't
all I
know
wanna
what
know.
benefit
That's all
Nintendo
I
gets
wanna
out of canceling it.
If it's for charity,
I'm
or if
telling
it's
ya.
if it's like, yo, we're not gonna take any profit. We just want to have a game. Listen, we've been in the pandemic. We just want to have fun. We love your game. We're all fans of the game. You know what I mean? Like, it's a community thing, man. And to stop a fan base, it's like
See, this is always harsh, man.
it's harsh, man.
When it comes to Smash,
When they don't have
it's
anything
very
to gain from
complicated.
it.
Well, Chase from the chat made a point, said they should just sell Melee for modern. Melee should be available. They should have like that
Well-
GameCube app available,
Right.
you know, like Switch
Yes.
Online, the same
Yes.
thing we have the NES.
But that's
Put
what I was
Melee
saying,
on and
with
put
online.
Well, that's the only reason
with
I
online,
can I can see them doing that is if they have something planned in the future.
But with a game as big as Ultimate, like,
Yeah,
what are you doing with Melee now?
Right.
That's
This
true
is
too.
I keep going back to that. Like,
That's
it's
like,
so old.
well, I mean, people put out Street Fighter 2 I don't know how many times, and Super
Right.
Street Fighter 2,
Right.
and many better renditions of Street Fighter have been out. So I can
good
understand.
example.
All right, let me correct
good
my
If
words.
they were, it's not like it's not selling.
All right, let me correct my words. It's not that it's so old. It's so flawed. Melee is so flawed.
Well, you could take
Well, they can make
almost
a
all of them
remastered
and
version.
tell how many flaws are in it.
Listen,
There's many
all
flaws.
of them have flaws. I've played them all. You know me. I'm a Smash dude.
People
Pause.
exploit.
And it's like,
Pause.
and pause. I'm sorry.
they
no, but
exploit
like,
regardless.
and Turb, you could agree to this. Out of all of them, they pretty much the least exploited, cheapest one is the newest one.
It is.
It's the
And they keep updating.
they keep updating it and
patching.
fixing the problems with certain characters.
Bayonetta.
Bayonetta, I beat the shit out of Bayonetta recently.
She was broken,
shot.
though.
She was broken
She was
in
broken.
the Wii U. Yeah, she was definitely broken. But I whooped the shit out of her. She ain't shit no more.
Nah, I shot her in the mouth earlier in the. No, I mean like no with Samus. I shot her in the mouth with a plasma
With a
ball.
female, that makes it better.
Nah, Bayonetta can get taken down.
Red
She ain't
Chase in the
cheap as she used
chat.
to be.
Red Chase in the chat said people still prefer MK2 and Soul Calibur 2. That is true.
That's
man.
true.
No,
There
it's
are
very true.
fans.
No, it's very true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
because-
there are some flawed characters in it.
And not for nothing. Like a lot of these fighting games have these stupid comeback mechanics, and I'm like, I'm tired of them.
Right.
You know what's weird though? Because like Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter, I think have a different type of thing than Smash Bros. Smash Bros is just like, it's like the borderline fighter game.
But you don't see
but-
Capcom canceling the tournaments,
Well,
though.
Soul-
That's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
I'm
no,
saying.
yeah. No,
Soul
it's true.
Calibur
It's true.
also though. It's on there.
But it's like it's the Melee community is just, you gotta calm down. Just
Nintendo
Just
has to
let it
calm
go.
down.
Let
But
it go.
hold on. But hold on.
But the fact that Nintendo canceled the ultimate part is like, yo, dude, come on.
That's
That's
weird.
excessive.
Come on. That makes zero sense.
That's excessive.
But there's never been a Capcom. Has there ever been a Capcom tournament held by some company where it's like, okay, this old one wasn't online, so they modded it to be online, and Capcom
I
turned a
think
blind
the
eye?
modding is
It wouldn't
what the
surprise me.
issue is. But
Maybe. Yeah. I think
I think it's the modding.
It's like
And even-
Slippy's not in this.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's actually a good
I
point.
think
Yeah.
it's the modding that crushed the Melee tournament, and I think Nintendo just canceled the Ultimate out of
What's the
spite.
modder?
The product,
What's the modder?
the problem with modding or the
Sorry, I was just too much.
Nice
modification
nice way to
of anything, like you buy a game, right? You paid for this game, you own the game, and then if you want to modify it, you own it.
That's fine, that's
you can do
fine.
whatever the fuck you
Hell
want.
yeah.
But that's the gray area of modding. That's what it is.
I put it like
Right,
this.
but
own
then
it.
You know-
when you do public stuff where you're making money
Exactly.
off of it,
Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's
you're
This is the
effing-
fine. This is the fine print.
that's what it is.
Like when you buy a movie, I don't know if it's in games where it says you cannot put this on a movie theater screen and charge people money for this. It's
Right.
yours. You have to use it in your private use. So if it was in a basement
Right.
and they were just streaming it, I'm
Right.
sure they had no problem with it. But since it's a big event,
Yeah,
sure
that's
that's
exactly what it
probably
is.
what
yeah.
it was.
It's the modding. The modding thing is probably the issue because it's like you put a character that is not in the series at all whatsoever, and there's probably more. And
Slippy.
and it's like people are like, "Oh, this is shit. I learned how to use Slippy. Slippy's not in the fucking game. He's not in the game. Any of them. Check him. He's not in there. So what are we doing right now?
Right.
You know, like, oh, I want more Slippy. No, well, Sakurai's not gonna make him. So
Right.
maybe he says some more characters.
Dude,
We'll be put him in there just because. That's why we canceled
yeah, that's
you.
what they fucking
Slippy
cease and
is
desist.
next.
I'll be mad in so many ways.
And he'd be like,
You trying to tell me Slippy could get a character, but Alucard
yeah,
can't?
yeah. I'll be like, wait, you put this fucking frog.
wouldn't surprise me.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what?
Well,
That
I
would be
mean,
left field. That would be left field.
Steve. All right, final thoughts, guys.
That was it. That was my final.
That was it. No, it's one of those question marks, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like we don't know what.
Can't hate on Nintendo for doing it, but then
No.
it's like, but the ultimate part is kind of like,
I think
really?
I think that was just like, you know what? Just shut the whole shit down.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was.
They want to use this modding thing, and
Yeah.
it's not. It's like, yeah.
Ultimately, it's like, does it help them? No.
You can't put you can't put modded versions of games in tournaments. It's just
Yeah, you got to
Yeah.
play with the
do it
with
on
the
your own
source
time.
code.
Yeah, like no man.
Unless you took Meta Knight out.
Yo, Meta Knight's
It's
not even
part of the
cheap.
game.
He ain't even cheap no more. He ain't cheap no more. He catching L's all day.
I played some good Meta Knight players in the Ultimate
Yeah.
one. He's not as cheap as he was in Brawl.
Just blame the
But he's
pandemic.
quick,
man.
man. God,
He's fast, yeah.
Just blame the pandemic.
God, Lord.
He's Mikey B's quick. Why you trying? What's going on? What's going on with you,
Bro.
You breaking shit?
Nah,
you all right
phone,
over there?
Phone fell.
Phone
on
crack.
Oh, sorry to everybody who broke their eardrums because
Yeah, sorry about that. That was a phone.
Turbo's
that was
nervous,
loud
yeah.
for me, man. I'm
Turbo's
like,
nervous.
Moving on.